Purdue leads the Indiana Hoosiers 13-7 in the duel, but at 174 pounds, we have Jake Null for the Boilermakers, the redshirt freshman from Doakville, New York, taking on the number 18th ranked 174-pounder, DJ Washington, the redshirt junior from Portage, Indiana. And Washington starts out on fire with a 2-point takedown 10 seconds in.
DJ Washington is another absolute stud. I mean, he's the number 18th ranked guy at 174. But, oh my goodness, he's just throwing Jake Null around like a rag doll.
Huge mat return for DJ Washington, the 2022 Wolfpack Wrestling Club Open Champion. In control here early on.
It's another really strong dude on this Indiana team. He out-wrestles his opponents scoring-wise. He has scored 131 more points than his opponents this year. And you can just see the intensity that he brings, already having Jake Null in a bunch of problems. Even though the scoreboard might not say that, what we've seen on the mat will say that. He is all over Jake Null in this first minute. And also for Jake, this is his first match of the year. He hasn't wrestled yet this year, an 0-0 record. Last year he wrestled at North Carolina, or at NC State, 21-8. But this year he's not seen any action yet with the Boilermakers.
Head coach Tony Erzlin looking down his bench, having a little bit of issue with injury this season. Another mat return. DJ Washington.
Beautiful high crotch, just able to get that leg so high up. There is nowhere for Null to go except down to the mat. Excellent high crotch work by DJ.
You can feel a little bit of a shift in the air. Indiana now has a little bit of momentum. The coaching staff and a couple of the athletes up on the mat, super excited, reinvigorated after that last 165-pound victory.
And this is what we were talking about before the match. This is now where Indiana can fight back into this match. It starts off at the lower weights, it goes Purdue's way, but nearing the back half, this is where Indiana can make this a duel and make this close.
Jake Null able to get the 1-point escape. Under a minute to go, period number 1.
Again, it goes back to those bonus points. Earlier today, Ramos was unable to get bonus points, and that's going to be huge as Purdue just tries to hold on to this lead.
Huge mat return.
As DJ Washington tries to hold on to Jake Null, and he's not going to have any issues with that. Another strong mat return, as you said, Craig.
DJ Washington gonna suggest that Jake Null pay a toll. Riding time over 2 minutes already. Under 5 seconds to go. 4-1. DJ Washington holds the advantage, but the score does not tell you how far apart these two athletes are right now. As DJ Washington, look at this huge mat return, another one. Wow, all DJ Washington in period number 1.
The underhook on one arm, the overhook on the other, throw over the side of the overhook, just beautiful technique by Washington, beautiful mat return. And he is asserting his dominance over Jake Null to start this one off. Period 2 instantly stands up, fighting off the wrists.
Jake Null with a little mat return of his own there.
Nice mat return by Null, but Washington able to just stand back up, not fazed by the mat return.
Jake Null said, "I've ridden in this car long enough. I think I might want to try to drive it."
We'll see if Washington takes over the driver's seat once again. Hand fighting, working for positioning. Ooh, nice defense by Null. Now he's got the back.
Another mat return Null gets the 2-point takedown as well. What a turn of events here in period number 2.
Fantastic defense to offense. Null reads the shot from DJ Washington, is able to maneuver around it, get his own position off of Washington, overdoing it, and then is able to get the mat return after taking Washington's back.
Under a minute to go, period number 2. DJ Washington holds a 6-3 lead right now over Jake Null, and kind of a little bit of a comeback here in period number 2 for Null.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't count out Null, especially when considering his past. You know, this dude was an absolute monster in high school. 47-0 as a junior with 28 pins. The state champion in New York.
Uh-oh.
But here,
Washington was in a great spot there. Not able to get the attempt, but he does get the 2-point takedown. Under 20 seconds to go, period number 2. Back to riding on top, ride time counting up, over 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yeah, Craig, Washington was tired of listening to us. Ooh, almost a pin attempt by Jake Null. But Washington able to flatten out onto his stomach to avoid the tilt or pin. Very close there, though.
What an exciting period number 2. As we see here, Jake Null said, I'm gonna try a little bit of this.
Watch how you saw how he just
mat
flipped
return.
His hips. The way that Null flipped his hips at lightning speed to get into that position to lift up Washington and slam him back down to the mat.
Exciting, but nonetheless, wow. Jake Null still looking up at a mountain, down 5 as we start period number 3. DJ Washington holds the advantage in ride time at over 2.5 minutes. Gonna need a big showing here if Jake Null wants to try to come back here in this matchup. I'm super impressed with how long DJ Washington is. I mean, that has to be hard when you're wrestling somebody that's that long and that powerful.
Yeah, Washington doesn't have that stronger build like we saw from Nick South. He's a much taller, much longer dude, but he still has that power within him to allow him to control people.
So he's a lean brick house.
Very lean brick house, yes.
Huge mat return for Washington again. 2-point takedown.
Yeah, he worked that high crotch, grabbing the hamstring of Jake Null to get him down to the mat.
Angel Escobedo hollering from the Hoosier sideline, knowing how important these points are, knowing how important it is to cut into this Boilermaker lead here as we move along here in this dual meet.
One more takedown, and he's got the takedown, so now he can get a major. Going for a pin, he's got to get both shoulders down onto the mat.
Jake Null reverses it. He reverses.
Unbelievable.
This crowd is on their feet. Oh my goodness. What an exchange.
4 points for Null, but then more. It's 11-16 with Washington on top. What an unbelievable turn of events.
20 seconds to go, period number 3, and what has been the most exciting 60 seconds we've seen this afternoon. Jake Null trying to... Oh my goodness. What a sequence of action.
Greg, clip that and put it on Twitter. That was absolutely electric.
Both of these athletes giving their all here on the mat in Holloway. 8 seconds to go. Washington up 7.
Washington up 7, but has the riding time. So unless Null can escape, which he's not going to, it means that Washington gets the major.
What a matchup. Everyone here at Holloway was on their feet, both Indiana and Purdue fans, and both men shake hands in a show of respect at the middle of the mat. But DJ Washington is going to walk away with the victory here as we show you the replay of this exciting conclusion to this matchup.
Almost every possible point you can score in wrestling. Reversal, tilt, near fall, you name it. It goes on in this replay. What a fantastic, electric way to end that match.